Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the Rising World Rising Against Humanity home show. Today, I'll be kind of spotlighting a little of the admin areas when you first come into World on this server, give you a feel for what the server is like, and show you some of the utilitarian areas that you'll be visiting from time to time as you play. When you first come into World, you're going to come into this room here. This is the initial spawn point. There's lots of information on the walls to help the new players out. Various guidelines for the server and commands that you'll use, tips on animal training and breeding, various other informations, link to the Discord, basic rules for the server, donation if you want to help them out and donate PayPal because they spend a lot keeping the server up for us players, but it's not required. But if you'd like to help them out, that's okay. A little warning about being inactive on the server after 30 days. Some good information. When you first come in World, you're not going to be inclined to want to spend a lot of time here. You're going to want to jump in and play. I know I did. And then you're not going to know how to get back here when you need the information. But I'm going to show you how to do that because I had to ask an admin for help myself. Most likely, you're just going to want to jump on out and get into the World. And when you do, you're going to come into McFly's let's see, what is it actually named? To get it right here, the McFly Mart Supercenter. This is the server store. Really a nice design. Everything on the bottom are machines where you can buy things that you might need in World. You can craft pretty much anything you want. But if you have trouble getting some resources or just want to speed up the game, you can purchase things down here on the bottom floor. On the top floor, you can actually sell items, which I'm going to show you how to do that. I've sheared some of my sheep, so I'm just going to sell off some wool. Walk over to one of these machines. Let's see. And that's seeds and stuff. Where is the wool? I still don't remember where everything is. Hemp leaves, cotton, wool's on the other side. Wander over here. Wool. There you go. You have to be holding the item in your hand. You can see in the upper right, I have 64 wool. I have a full stack. You just center your cursor on the screen, press F, and you get a notification that you sold the product in chat. I have some more in slot 3, so I'm going to change that. Sell that one. You see my cash just went up to 6,300. So that's good. Made a little more money on the server. You can always go over to the back side here, and there are ATMs where you can either transfer your cash to the bank, you see right there. You can check your balance, your cash on hand and your bank balance, and you can likewise transfer from the bank to your cash balance. If you have the cash on hand, you can transfer it to other players. You'll learn all that. All the commands were back in the spawn room. If you need to get back to that spawn room, there's these 2 phone booths over here. First one here is the information center. That is the original spawn. You go to that info room. The next one is the portal room. We talked a little bit about portals in the last episode. And this is the main portal room, where there are portals to, once we get this series really going and I start spotlighting player builds, these are the little rooms that take you to all the various players. Everybody has a portal to their property, and you can visit them, kind of check out players' builds. There's also some of these over here are just for main biomes. So there's one here for the Sahara, and there's ones for the forest, and there's ones for the winter biome, and they have little warning signs up. Basically got to be careful because some of these animals have bears and other critters, that will attack even if not provoked. So you want to make sure you've got good armor, good weapons. And this will be one of the places we'll be visiting a lot during this series, because I'll be selecting people at random, or if they wanted me to go do a spotlight their build, then I'll be porting through this area here. And to exit it, just head back on out, and there you are back at the old McFly Mart. Now we're going to hop over here to the player stores. I spotlighted last week. I showed you my player store. It's over there to the right. You can see my little farmer's market, which has grown. I've finally done some stuff with it. And we're going to take a trip over there. I'm in the process of adding seeds. I've got all the foods in there. And we're going to start doing these one at a time. But that is going to be for episode 3, because I don't want these videos to be too long. Episode 3, we will spotlight more of these player builds in the store areas. They sell these plots of land, I believe, for $10,000. So as you're gaining cash, it actually gives you something to do with your cash. You can buy a area and have a store of your own. This is Destiny's Dungeon, where she's going to sell a lot of stuff that are dug up in dungeons. But just look at some of the stuff that they've built over here. Love the little things made out of, beds made out of skeletons and chairs. Just really killer stuff. Some very creative designs. Love the guillotine over here. I think the heads are over there. That's kind of gross, but that's all right. Like it. Cool sarcophagus. Or since there's kind of more than one, would they be sarcophagi? I don't know. No real shop type things in here yet, but it's coming along nicely. It's an awesome looking build. You'll notice, by the way, in the lower left, when you're in somebody's property, see how it changed to Destiny's Dungeon Delights, and it tells you the owner's name, which is Destiny, which is one of the server owners. And then, of course, like I said last week, I added more stuff to mine. I'm in the process of getting the seeds in, but I've kind of decorated it with the barrels and crates, like I said. And like I also said, you're never done building, so it's going to change all the time. This will be kind of like the old Bob Vila, This Old House show, where we'll show you new things we're working on, but we'll also go back and revisit, because players will still be building their areas, and I want to show how it comes along as they go. So next week, we'll kind of continue through the store area, show you everything else that players have built as far as stores, show you some of the things you can do on here. And then by the time we get to episode 4, I imagine we'll be visiting a lot of the actual player builds. And that's going to probably pretty much do it for this episode. Remember, you can scroll down if you're watching on YouTube. There is a link for the server Discord. There's also a link to my Twitch channel, because I stream from here live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Play around on here. Just press my tab button. You can see there's about 7 people in the world right now. There's almost always somebody on here. People from all over the world play, and it's fun. You can just come in. Sometimes I just come in and chit chat a little bit. Don't really work on anything. It's an awesome server. Again, it's Rising Against Humanity. Look them up when you start the game in the multiplayer list. Right click on it to add it to your favorites so you can find it easier next time. Hope you'll join us for episode 3. Hope you enjoyed this one. Leave any comments below if you like, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.